Hey everyone, it's Calvin, and welcome to my playthrough slash walkthrough of Twilight Princess. I've decided I want to go back to something I haven't really finished. I've only gotten about halfway through this game, so I'm gonna, play through this. And this game, we're sort of to start out, we meet Link. Where this Link falls on the timeline is sort of debated, but generally agreed on that it happens after the Ocarina of Time events. And we get a little bit of foreshadowing, talking about the Twilight and how everything seems different at Twilight. As we can see, it's getting dark out in Link's world. And he's riding back to his house with what I would guess is his mentor. You never really hear what he actually is to Link. Or I haven't heard what he is to Link yet in this game. So, anyway. Beautiful game. I'm playing on the Wii. Like I said again, I haven't beaten this game yet. I don't really have a lot of games on the Wii. This is pretty much it. The only reason I bought the Wii was because of Twilight Princess, and probably the only reason I'm going to buy the Wii U is because of Twilight Princess. I just can't help myself. I like Zelda. I wish I had the game recorder with some of my other games like Ocarina of Time. We meet the children. Well, sort of. Anyway, he seems to take a liking to Link, and we just basically the start is meeting a lot of characters that we're going to be taking care of or trying to save throughout the game. And we meet our friend here, the goat rancher. I didn't catch his name. I don't remember anyway. He wants you to herd the goats with Epona. But he, after yells up to you and wakes you up, realizes Epona isn't with you. And we focus over to where we saw Epona last with the girl that we haven't met yet. But we assume we're going to end up saving. Yeah, we're going to end up saving her. I've gone that far in the game. I should have a couple more videos coming out shortly. I'm very slow at editing. I like to collect as many coins as I possibly can to start. That means picking up a lot of rocks and other things and throwing them to try and get the coins to come out. I don't even bother going around the corner. Already remember I have to crawl through the hole to get in. Oh wait, no, this time I don't. Oh well, I crawled through the hole to get in. Whatever. But as soon as we get out, we get the cutscene, and we watch the girl that assumably is Link's fling for this movie or video game. Why I said movie, I'll never know. But his love interest is, I guess, the more appropriate word. I shouldn't say fling. But anyway, those little horseshoe-shaped grass things, they're for Epona. I've already played this game before, so I'm not really interested in it. I'm just going to take off. I'm kind of spastic, guys. Like I said, I like to collect coins, so you'll see me run through grass and run into trees on accident because of it. But I'm getting to where I need to go. Kind of sneak right by this area, which is good news for me. And we run into our home village, Ordon. I think I said that right. It's not like previous titles where we either didn't have a hometown or we were in a hometown with, I don't want to use the right word, elves, I guess. I can't even say it. In Ocarina of Time, we were in Carico Village, where all the children never grew up. They had fairies, blah 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 blah. The great Deku tree was the guardian of the forest and all that stuff. We actually are in a real village. Yeah. Bad way to start. You gotta remember to talk to the guy. It starts a mini game where you're just trying to herd the goats into the farm. You can see there I cut off a few goats too early, and I do it again. I don't know why. I wasn't paying attention. Run into this goat. He's not cooperating with me. So, go, little goat. Why don't you want to go home? I've seriously messed up this run. Sorry, guys. So this is, if you're watching me, this is what not to do for this round. I think I do a little bit better in the next video when I do this again. Yes, you do have to do this again twice, people. So this is good practice. You kind of get how the mechanics work. It's really not that hard if you just, you get lucky a little bit. There's a little bit of luck to it. Sometimes the goats just don't cooperate with you. Your pal here, he's happy that you helped him out, got all of his goats back, because as the farmer he can't do that himself. That would be too hard. We jump over the fences to get out of here, and that brings us back into the main part of the village, and I believe to a cutscene. No. So the kids are back and they're trying to wake you up. All that fun stuff. Wake up inside the house. Really, there's not a whole lot to do in here right now. So just head outside and talk to the kids real quick. I don't know if they've introduced themselves really yet. They talk about buying I guess the guy in the red bandana there is Malo. He's talking about the slingshot that's on sale in the village store. Kind of ignore it, go over this guy. He's going to teach you how to call a hawk in. And he's going to point out the cat. The cat's good. You need to know the cat, because the cat's going to get a fish, and if this house that's right next to us is the village store, And the village store owner is the cat owner, and they're all upset because the cat's missing. We know where the cat is. She doesn't. And she's kind of annoying. So, call in the hawk. You're going to want to do this. You're going to need to knock down this beehive because that is going to give you access to some rubies that you're going to need to buy your slingshot. It is 25 rubies, I think. But you're going to want to get as many as you possibly can. And in order to get the cat to go back to the store, you're going to need to do this little mini side quest, which I don't know how anybody would have guessed this if they didn't look it up online, because I would have never even thought of this. You can't even see it. You see that little bouncing thing? He's holding a crib. You need that back. So I'm going to mess up in a second, and I'm going to try to throw the crib onto the roof. I totally whiff. If this does happen, try to get the hawk to get it back. You're probably not going to, just because of where I threw it, I couldn't get the hawk to get the crib back. You'll notice I'll do this a couple of times, then I'll let the hawk go. And I'll show you how to get the crib back if you, by chance, do what I did. And you see you can't see the crib, so you can't send the hawk to go get it. And just because of where I threw the crib, both spots where you can get the hawk, you can't see the crib at all, so I'm out of luck in this case. But anyway, there's a way to make it so you can get the crib back and you're not totally screwed like I could have been. You are able to push it when you're in the water, luckily. Very carefully try to push it towards the shore. The shores are relatively high to what they run up against, so you just kind of push it into a corner and very carefully pick it up, and then run over to I can't even remember the kid's name, the blonde kid. Well, let's find out his name. Yep, she's been looking for the cradle, blah 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 blah. Bring it to our house. It's right up the hill over here, guys, to the left. To the right, if you're in the GameCube world, I guess. I was reading that they're all opposite. And I think she's going to tell me what her kid's name is. I can't even remember. Colin, the little blonde fuck. Made the fishing pole for you, I guess, or for himself, and he just wasn't good at it. So they give it to you, Link. And I am not very good at this, I'll just say. I'm a little out of practice. I've done this stuff before. I remember some of the stuff. But gosh darn it, if I didn't have trouble with the controller, it wouldn't be me. So up here, you're going to get 15 rubies, which is quite helpful. And I'm going to speed this up a little bit. There, that's a little bit better. Getting straight to the point. Be very careful. Don't do what I did, fall off a half dozen times. I ended up cutting out most of the scene where I fall off. It was painful to watch. So, get the 15 rubies. I still need a few more. So, I'm going to sorry about that, guys. I'm going to wreak havoc a little bit in town. Got a nice 5 ruby right there. He gets upset with me, tells me not to waste food. What does he know? I got another rupee. So I'm going to keep going a little bit. Clearly, good things happen when I throw the pumpkins and waste food. Get another 3 rupee. Yeah. Apparently, my video maker didn't like the video there for a second. It kind of got distorted. It'll probably affect the audio. It did in the last video I made. And now we're going to go fishing. I kind of suck at it, but kind of works out for me here. Got a fish. You're just going to pull back on the directional and try to bring the fish back towards you. Yeah, apparently it's a very common fish. Blah, blah, blah. And I think I'm going to have to go twice. I kind of get upset there because I just wanted to get this over with. So I go fishing again. I don't know if you actually have to do it twice or I just messed up. But anyway, I catch the second fish fairly quickly. And this time I have no issues. And I'm able to release it and give it to the cat. So I do think you have to do it twice or else, they wouldn't actually make you do it. Cat heads back towards the village inn, or I mean the village store, not the inn. Losing my mind. But anyway, put the fishing pole away, and I'm gonna go try to find a few more rubies before I head off and buy my slingshot, because they are very important in the beginning of the game. You have to buy a few things. You're really gonna want them for when you because you're gonna be able to buy a bottle pretty soon, not the one in the store, but a different bottle, and you're gonna need 100 rupees to buy it. So try to save yourself the time and effort and do it now while there's not really any pressure. Not sure why I brought the chicken with me, other than I'm just an asshole. I think I end up throwing it because I realize I don't need it. Yeah, there he goes. Slam into the tree for a couple extra rubies. Don't do what I do and fall off or jump off. So head back up the ladder. There's another big ruby area that is coming up. You just need to climb up onto the house and you get more rupees. You get more rupees and the option to again, I having trouble with the remote for some reason, and I just keep falling off everywhere. Imagine how frustrating it is knowing that you're recording and you aren't doing what you want to do. Now we're gonna call the hawk back again. He's gonna help us pick somebody up, and the chickens pretty much since Ocarina of Time, I think, have been able to help you, quote unquote, fly. Just be careful. Try to get the cameras behind you so you know where you're going. And I pick up another 10 rupee, which is awesome because now I have more than enough to buy the slingshot, and I still have some left over. And my chicken friend guides me down to the ground. And I'm going to head off into the store to go get my slingshot and meet the village store owner, who's kind of a weirdo to begin with. Sierra and her cat, and now she thinks he's a genius because of him bringing home a fish. But you get rewarded for your good deed in this instant, and she gives you half-used milk and a bottle that you get to keep. And okay, so it was 30 rupees. My bad on that one. I thought it was 25, but still, you should have enough rupees if you're following my method. Just leave. You don't need anything else in the store at this point. And we're off. Head back towards your house, and you're going to be introduced to a mini game on how to use your slingshot. / you're going to get your first real weapon. Your mentor here, or Colin's father, is going to tell you that he dropped something off in the living room of the house. And don't miss the spider. That's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, you'll need your slingshot. I set up my quick buttons to the milk and the slingshot, and I'm gonna Z target the spider. I kind of wait. I want to see if anything came out. Unfortunately for me, nothing came out this round. I was hoping for a rupee, anything really. Nothing happened though. So head inside. Like I said, there's a chest. It's gonna be your first sword. It's kind of useless. Your wooden sword. I guess they didn't want you to have the real one yet. I guess it would be too dangerous to have around the kiddies. Just drop down. Head over to the kids. They're gonna give you your tutorial. I like beating up scarecrows and all that fun stuff. I like the jump attacks. They do more damage. And sometimes when you kill those targets, you get rupees or hearts from them. I'm not lucking out. They like to hide the targets high up, and you do have to get the scarecrows. You'll notice I paused for a second on the scarecrow because I couldn't remember if I needed to actually hit them or not. I focused right away on the targets. I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I was trying to get it dead in the center. You don't have to, I don't believe, but I'm being me and trying to get it as close to the center as possible. It also helps me, kind of get a feel on how touchy my system is. And you see me look around kind of confused because I think I have all the targets, and then I think, oh yeah, I gotta hit those, which you do have to hit. They're the easy targets. They're right in front of you, and the kids tell you can Z target and all that fun stuff. And now they want to see your sword because they see it on your back. So you're gonna teach them techniques. If you can't see me, but I just use my fingers as quotes. I suck at the horizontal strike. I do verticals and jump attacks usually. And my fights, I don't do horizontal. It's kind of stupid. Because if you're going to do... Yeah, I didn't stab him. Whatever. So you have to tilt the thing forward and swing, and he pokes this, or he stabs the dummy, and then they're going to ask you to do a spin attack and all that fun stuff. And the jump attack, one of my favorites, because I like jumping around and all that fun stuff. And the guy's head splits in half. And that's pretty much where I'm going to end it. because I think it's a good stopping point. I hope you guys liked my movie. Like, share, and comment. And episode 2 will be out quickly because obviously we're going to have an issue in a second.